From the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
All right, 24 minutes before 11 o'clock. Our next guest always generates more calls than any other guest after the fact. Right?
Yeah.
Right? That's true. Dr. Cass Ingram, one of our first guests, by the way, 16 or more years ago. He was a guest on our show. One of the words that I learned from him was anti-inflammatory.
Yes.
I know, that seems like I should have known that, but I don't think I had heard it from anybody before. And I always think about that. Every time somebody has something, like you had something going on with a pinched nerve, and I thought, well, maybe an anti-inflammatory would work, you know?
Yeah.
And then I thought about Dr. Cass, and here he is on the phone with us today. He's the author of many, many books. The one I got on the podcast, on the picture right now, on what do you call this thing, YouTube, The Black Seed Miracle, but he has got so many other books. We'll tell you about them in just a moment. Let's say hello first to our friend from 16 or plus years ago, Dr. Cass Ingram. Good morning, Doctor. How are you?
Hey, good morning. How are you getting along? Good to talk to you again. Long time.
Yeah, I learned the word anti-inflammatory from you.
Yeah, anti-inflammatory, and also we learned about the infection connection and how the spice oils obliterate infections. We talked about that before with the oil of wild oregano and all that stuff.
Right,
so.
right. So what are we focusing on today?
Well, I'm coming down to Florida, but I'll go on along the West Coast in March.
Okay, all right.
I'm lecturing at 5 different health food stores.
Really?
Down the coast.
Oh my God!
And so let me see if I can figure this out here. It'll be Abby's Nutrition over there on Tampa on March the 20th.
Okay.
Nature Storehouse on the 19th, up a little bit above Tampa, and then Chuck's Big Bad Chuck over in Brandon, Florida, on the 21st.
Okay.
On the 18th, I'll be at one of the Nutrition Smarts in Tampa.
Okay.
And then on the 22nd, we can send the link. I'll try to dig up the link. On the 22nd, I'm at Ada's Natural Market in Fort Myers.
Oh, okay.
So it's all concentrated in that whole little district there. And they can go to facebook.com/Cass Ingram. And we'll send you the link. But yeah, it's kind of a nice thing to get down there and help meet and greet, sign some books.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, we have a lot of calls always when you're on the show. They want to. A lot of times they'll hear the interview on the recorded version, like on YouTube, and then they'll call us and ask us questions. So, what is the reason we need anti-inflammatories? Why do we need some of these things? And let me brag about you, first of all, just so people know, you're not just an author, you are an osteopathic physician, just so people know, okay?
Yes, no, I love osteopathy, and we know that when the inflammation, that means there's concretions, there's deposits, there's calcium, phosphorus, there's crystals, there's sluggishness, there's lymph congestion. So that congestion, that inflammation is very derogatory. So we would use the osteopathic manipulation to move that along. But it's nice now we have other tools, and those are the natural anti-inflammatories. So you want to clean. It's not just suppressing inflammation. You want to let the body clean that out of the joints and the muscles, so you can have some flexibility and some bounce to your life, and not so much pain. And then that inflammation is dangerous because of diabetes, heart disease, syndrome X.
Right.
So I'm a big fan of naturally cleaning that out. I don't say suppress it. I say take it out. And that's going to be through, for example, the Cannabis, which I talk about in my Golden Root Miracle book, and the Black Seed Miracle too.
And what is Cannabis? What is that? What is
Cannabis? Something you got to all make a note of. That's powerful. That's a combination of the cannabis hemp, the natural hemp.
Uh-huh.
And then rosemary with oregano, you got that. And then the big cannon is the turmeric resin. That's the wild turmeric. So you've got the wild turmeric, you've got your ginger resin in there, then your cannabis or hemp, that rosemary and oregano. That's a 5-in-1. Think about it that way.
Okay.
5 powerful. Now listen to this. The oregano in there, that works on the opiate receptors. So that's important. So and there was a study showing that oregano oil topically, for instance, was equal to low-dose morphine for pain.
Really?
Oh yeah, that's a good study.
Topically, but
that was topical. But it also, I found it works internal too. So you got the oregano and rosemary working on opiate. Then you have the cannabinoid action of the hemp. Well, you have the ginger and the turmeric working on the COX-2 enzyme inflammatory cascade.
Nice.
Okay. Can I ask you just a kind of an aside question? When you say cannabis hemp, that word right there, that refers to marijuana, right?
Well, cannabis hemp refers to two species. One is marijuana, which is raised to be hallucinogenic. And the other one is the agricultural or rope hemp.
Oh, okay.
You'd have to smoke a joint the size of 2 telephone poles, and you still can't get it. Can't get it all.
But my question for you is, when all these people in Florida, we just had this recently, the legislators are always back and forth about the medicinal properties of it. I mean, do you just roll your eyes and say, come on, we already understand this?
Right. I do roll my eyes because in every doctor's black bag in 1930, there was cannabis tincture, a cannabis alcohol tincture.
Really?
And the MDs rebelled fiercely against the doctors of the time. I mean, against the government. The government was trying to protect the cotton monopoly, nylon through the DuPont, and the paper industry. They all ganged up to make the movie in Hollywood, Reefer Madness, to demonize that way they could wipe out agricultural hemp. So they just used the marijuana as a sideshow, and they wiped it out, and the doctors got upset because they were using they were actually using a marijuana extract. But nobody was smoking it. They were just putting it as drops and pills. And so now I do roll my eyes because it's just a natural drug. And there's no harm. Nobody dies from marijuana.
But it looks like it's come full circle. It looks like our lawmakers are going along with what you're saying finally.
They're a little bit, which is good, but the DEA and the local police and the sheriffs are still ignorant about it, and they're going into health food stores in some states and saying, you can't sell this or we'll prosecute you and all this.
Oh, no,
and even though nobody got hurt, nobody got sick, nobody complained, nobody sent a complaint to the FDA. So, what I'm suggesting is instead of just using CBD oil, use the canna cumin. Get all 5. Get your little bit of your hemp, get your turmeric, get your ginger, your rosemary, and your oregano. And, case history, the dog that couldn't walk, the dog's on its belly from hip dysplasia.
Right.
They're given turmeric pills, CBD, whatever. Not too much response. The dog's still on its belly. We give him the crude extract. You see, 1 capsule. The dog pops up, starts walking, and all the disease is gone. 1 capsule. And the dog says, I don't want any more. Leave me alone. You know how dogs are. and no case history. There was a guy who had pain in his foot for 20 years. Can you imagine that?
Yeah.
Pain in the neck. He takes this stuff. I told you I was the first on the block on this inflammation syndrome. He takes this stuff, 1 capsule.
Right.
It toasts the stupid thing. Well, no, he took a capsule a day for a few days. It toasts the stupid pain, and he calls me up and says, Doctor, just like you said.
Okay. What I'm looking on your site. I'm looking for canna cumin. What am I missing? I'm on your.
I don't know anything about that. You can go to.
Oh, you don't sell that. You don't sell that?
Well, it does. Look, go to AmericanWildFoods.com. Let's try it that way. Instead of oregano, go to AmericanWildFoods.com. American.
All right, I'm there.
Wild food. Put in canna cumin and see if the drops in the capsules come up.
Okay, canna,
Cana, C-A-N-A, I think. Cumin, C-U-R-M-A-M-A-M-I-N. Well, I don't know. Let me try it, too.
All right, hempenol? Is it hempenol?
No, it should be canna. It's put in the search function. Let me see. Canna cumin.
Oh, it came up. It came up now, finally.
So there's drops, and those drops are fantastic. You put those under the tongue, and you got it to come up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, there it is. Yeah, slow website. Look, they even got it on sale. What's the matter with them? So, I mean, I'm trying to teach the public about something good. I'm not trying to say. So, but yeah, there you go. Canna gel caps, and for the non-sheepish person, the drops under the tongue.
Now, what would this actually help with? Would it help Robin's back pain?
Well, that's not even an issue.
What do you mean?
It would be better within the day. It's that good.
Really?
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Where do I get it? Where do I get it?
Well, we have to send. You're a talk show host. You're not supposed to pay for anything. We have to send you a bottle and do a double-blind study. Close your eyes and take the product. It's because it's an herb. You don't care. And so you just take the drops and maybe a capsule twice a day, and let's see if the robin lady can be flying like a robin.
There you go.
So American Wild Food, that's your site, American Wild Food?
Yeah, that's kind of you can trust that.
Okay.
Look, I don't care if somebody I'm just trying to get the information out.
Right, I hear you.
Let them figure it out themselves. AmericanWildFoods.com, or call. Has anybody ever used a phone anymore? Why don't you call them up and get a packet or something? Ask them.
Ask who? I'm trying to find out. What do I do?
One is North American Herb and Spice. They make it, okay?
Okay, all right.
So 1-800-243-5242, 800-243-5242,
right.
and get some information. Look, this stuff, I mean, I love it. When I got the Lyme disease, I had a little residual inflammation in my spine. If any of that irritation comes back, I take those drops under the tongue and it toasts it out. I like to take a couple capsules a day as a maintenance. I like to suppress the inflammation.
It's like a ground show right there.
Yeah, well, I mean, and you think about it, all this diabetes, and that's in my family, and the heart disease, and that's in the family, and that's everybody else out there, and the stinking cancer. You got to, keep the inflammation from overcoming your system, and why not take it every day for that reason? A little bit,
So let me ask you about the stuff that we shouldn't be taking. Is there anything like, should we stay away from donuts or sugar or?
That's the most pro-inflammatory poison in the universe, that sugar.
Sugar, okay, yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Sugar.
Oh, yeah. Sugar especially sugar with wheat, like the donuts, the cookies. It's just going to jam up your system. And the other thing, believe it or not, too much wine. It's from mold and this and that. A lot of wine is going to cause inflammation and damage the tissues. Too much chocolate, too much. In America, too much caffeine. Everybody too much. And then too much acidic food, right? So.
Yeah. Well, gosh, what's acidic food? Like pizza?
Yeah, like your pizza, your donuts, your wheat bread, your sugar, your processed food.
So what's your lunch look like?
Deep fried.
What do you have?
Lunch today, I think I'm gonna. I like this kind of like I skip lunch. I eat supper and breakfast, but what I do for supper is I'll have organic chicken breast with no breading, and then some green beans and some cabbage cooked next to it.
See, that sounds
I'm
good.
gonna have that. I'm not gonna have the potatoes tonight. I'm on low carb right now, and then I'll have some, little fruit bowl for dessert, some berries. And then I think yesterday I had a shrimp salad with some olive oil, balsamic vinegar. I'm a protein guy, protein and fat. I'll have avocado, or I'll have guacamole, and I'll have vegetable sticks instead of the carbo chips. Mm-hmm. But I eat a lot of fat. Fat and protein.
You do. So one of the things you get a lot of calls about is the black seed. What is the black?
No, the black seed's a whole nother potato.
Yeah.
It's got a fair amount of anti-inflammation, but the big cannon there is that thymoquinone. It has that in there. You see, that's like coenzyme Q10, and that black seed is delivering that thymoquinone to your cells, oxygenating them.
But where do we get the black seed from?
Well, let's go to this American Wild Foods. I mean, I would say, first of all, if you could go to your mom and pa health food store and see, hey, listen, I want this can of curcumin, I want the oil of black seed North American herb, and see if they have it. Now, we can also go here on this American Wild Foods, and we can put black seed oil in the search engine.
Okay, I'm doing that too.
And see this is a slow. This is not.
It is a slow, but it comes up. Here it is.
It come up.
So it's all right. This is even cheaper than the other stuff. So
yeah, and that black seed oil. You see, now I have a book on that. That's fantastic for heart disease.
In what does it do? What way? What does it tell?
Well, you're such a curious guy.
We have to know.
I like that.
Yeah.
The oxygen inside the mitochondria, it can't get anywhere without that thymoquinone. That thymoquinone goes in there. That's why that Prophet Muhammad said, black seed oil, what does it do? What does it do? Well, it cures everything but death itself. And that's probably true. It's not going to help you on your deathbed. But if it's going to help oxygenate everything,
that makes
especially
sense.
the heart and the kidneys and liver, so that oxygen now circulates because you got that thymoquinone. And now, this is what I found clinically. So somebody's got a heart rate of 110.
Right.
They just do. They start taking black seed oil. The oil of black seed here. It says heart healthy right on the label there. Their heart rate goes down to 60 without exercise.
What is the black seed the seed of?
Nigella sativa, my friend, the buttercup. It's a flowering plant.
Okay. So this is not the black seed on my Kaiser roll.
No, that's black sesame.
Oh, okay.
Or poppy.
Yeah.
Or poppy.
Yeah, poppy.
Not a poppy. You got if you can take a flight over to Egypt or Turkey, you can find it growing in the fields.
Oh, okay.
So now that black seed. Okay, so what if somebody has hypertension? It drops it down. What if a person has coronary artery disease and they're vulnerable to heart attack? You take it every day for that. It drops it down. What about kidney sluggish? Drops it up it gets it to normal. What about the crazy gallbladder, stones, and liver and sluggish liver? It cleans it out. And the Pharaoh, he used to use it for killing worms. He had a lot of those running around.
How do we know that? How do we know about the Pharaoh?
I don't know. Pharaoh drew it. He drew it on his tomb or something.
I like the fact that you say the body will pass what it can't use.
Well, that's so true of the spices. Whether it's black seed or turmeric or oregano, like the oregano, we've talked before, it goes right through your pores. Mm-hmm. And so all these spices, they're just food, and the body processes them like food. And they're out of your system in 24 to 72 hours, not like a drug, Now, here's another thing. That black seed. You look on my YouTube channel, YouTube Cass Ingram. Go look. There was a kid that was bald, all right?
Right.
I can imagine a 10-year-old and you have to wear a baseball cap, you're too embarrassed to go to school.
Yeah.
They came to me, and the little kid looked in my eyes and said, "Is there any hope, doctor?" And the other one had eczema, 2 kids in one.
Oh.
And it was so sad to see that kid itching, but the other one was bald. I said, "Yeah, there's hope. We'll get to it." And now his hair came back.
God.
His hair came back, and I used the black seed oil. I made him take this oil of black seed, heart healthy one here, internally.
Is that alopecia? Alopecia?
Yeah, he had alopecia totalis.
Okay.
Complete bald. And the black seed oil, he took 2 tablespoons, a lot, I think something like that. And then he took and rubbed it on his scalp, and he used the scalp cleanse system too. That's part of the same company. And the hair came back, and now I have new pictures. It came back better than he ever had before.
So do you use it?
Well, I should. I'm half bald. But I like the mature look.
You got a good look.
I'm going to start using it, I think. Look, he
But he's a boy. I mean, in all fairness.
He's a kid. What do you expect? Yeah, so now I'm going to start using it. What the heck? Now, let me tell you something else. That Nefertiti, don't ask me how she knew. Nefertiti used to use it to soak her nails over there in Pharaoh. And she would use it as it was supposedly her beauty secret.
Huh.
Yeah, and then Cleopatra, there's some evidence she was using it,
Would this help with toenail fungus?
Well, yeah, a little bit, but with toenail fungus, who has it? You?
Yeah.
No, the kingpin is going to be that super strength. That's that super strength oregano oil. I mean, if you got a fungus among us, you got to kill it.
So we're going to come see you in March. You're going to be down in Tampa. We'll probably go to that one of those.
Why don't you come and bring your dog and pony show, and we'll record a little gig or something.
All right, we'll do that. Yeah. Do you know you look like you could be the father of the weatherman on our local TV channel?
Yeah, he's lucky to have my appearance. Oops, no, I don't mean it. So now, listen to this. If you take the black seed and the oregano, my top 3, and the can of cumin, I don't see how you could have anything but the most superior health in the universe. You're suppressing all the inflammation and cleaning it out with that can of cumin. You're feeding the brain with that, the cannabinoid system, the opiate system, so you're in balance. The black seed oil is feeding the heart and the heart muscle. It's feeding the kidneys. It's feeding them with that oxygenator. It's cleaning out the parasites. And then you add in your oregano to kill the fungus. Nothing could be among us now.
Do you know if you go to YouTube right now and you type in WOCA, the radio station that you're on, our live streaming video shows your picture working on, like, digging a hole in the garden or something.
Oh yeah, WOCA and YouTube, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so. Well, yeah, that's pretty cool. How do you do that kind of thing?
I don't know how it works, to be honest with you.
Yeah. So, I mean, the thing is, people, the way God made it, there's all sorts of kind of cures in nature. And I'm just facilitating, telling you which one is good for which illness.
Well, as I said in the beginning, the visits you have with us always generate phone calls, and this is a special one because you are announcing that you will actually be in our neighborhood, sort of, kind of. I mean, it's not hard for us to get to Tampa or to.
How do I send this link to you so that in case your listeners ask, I can type an email right now?
Send it to Robin.
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 Yeah.
At WOCA.com.
WOCA.com, my favorites down in Florida. It would be good to see you, and I could maybe get the book signed up for you, and then we can talk down the road. I've got this new book called The Doctor's Guide to Oil of Oregano, 101 Uses.
All right. Well, it'd be nice to get to know you. And it was a good idea. We'll bring the recording machine, whatever, that handheld thing, and we'll get some sound from you, and we'll do a little impromptu interview.
Yeah, maybe we can interview some of the clients, how they're doing. I mean, if it works for them, we should know. If it doesn't work, let them tell whatever, their truth. We don't care.
All right, that's a good idea. All right.
Yeah.
Well, Cass, looking forward to meeting you in person for the first time.
Come by and let me know where you're going to come, and we'll maybe take some time for a cup of chaga tea or something.
Okay, something healthy. Dr. Ingram, thank you. Your website is CassIngram.com, correct?
Yeah, for the book, CassIngram.com, and AmericanWildFoods.com. See about your local health food store. There's a lot of fans out down in Florida from my work.
Absolutely. I know that for a fact. Thank you, Doctor.
Yeah, bye-bye.
All right, we'll be right back.
Are you a medical provider that doesn't like to settle for the same boring scrubs? Scrub Paradise in Ocala has a wide selection of top brand scrubs with embroidery available and the newest medical shoes and accessories. Every medical provider should look as great as the care they provide. Scrub Paradise is just off Easy Street next to Shoe Carnival in Ocala. Stop by today or give them a call at 352-873-4368. That's 352-873-4368.
Hey, I've got a question for you. How many times have you said to yourself, I wish I had something to remember this day? When those special moments call for professional photography, you can trust Innovative Memories Photography.